Hey everybody, my name is James and I'm bringing y'all another A1 Edge Finder video today. As you can probably see, I am working from home. We're all working from home today. Sorry I don't have my pretty office background for y'all today, but that's not going to stop me from bringing y'all another Edge Finder video. So if you don't know what the Edge Finder is our market scanning software that scans things like major and minor currency pairs, indices, and commodities to help you determine whether or not you want to buy or sell in different areas of the market. So if you want to copy the Edge Finder, you can get one in the link in the description. We're going to go into an in-depth tour of the Edge Finder today so you can learn all about it and see all of its different features. If you like this style of content from us, please remember to subscribe, leave a comment down below, and give us a like as well, and we will continue to make it for you guys. And so let's just go ahead and dive right in. We're going to be looking at the market heat map first. All right, so here we are on the home page of the A1 Edge Finder right here. And like I said, we're gonna take a look at the market heat map real quick. So the market heat map shows all the currency pairs, indices, and commodities that we currently have in our market scanning software. And it's color coordinated for you, so that's really nice. Blue meaning buy, red meaning sell. The darker the color, the stronger the buy or sell. So if we look at the top 6 today, the top 6 is kind of interesting here in the market heat map. We have USOIL up top, UK 100, SPX 500, US 30, German 30, and US 10Y. Now if we look at the bottom 6 down here, we've got GBP NZD, USD CHF, GBP AUD, USD TRY, USD CAD, and USD ZAR. Now, this is pretty interesting because up top right now we've got all indices and commodities. Now, if I only wanted to look at currency pairs, one of the cool little features that our Edge Finder lets you do is you can pick what you want to look at. So if I want to look at only currency pairs, we can do that. And we can see, oops, that just took it away. Sorry. Here we go. Top 6, AUD JPY, NZD JPY, CAD JPY, AUD USD, NZD USD, and CHF JPY are the top 6 currency pairs up here in the market heat map. Now I'll bring these back in and let's take a look at our score chart summary. This is just another way to look at it, showing you all of the lists all at once and all of the different areas that we rate whether we want to buy or sell. Everything gets a score determining how strongly we want to buy or sell. So if we look here, Euro JPY is our strongest buy of the day. So I can click on this and this will bring us to Euro JPY. And here we can look at lots of different things. So Euro JPY has received a buy score of a 5, which is pretty good. You can also see that here. And COT data, or institutional positioning, either one, that has a score of 1. And if we scroll down a little bit, we can actually see a little more in-depth here. So we have the yen on a 24% long and a, let's call it 76% short. And the euro at a 49% long and a 51% short here. Next, retail sentiment up here has a score of 1. And just below this, you can see our retail sentiment here, long 29% and short 71%. Seasonality, our seasonality also has a score of 1. And down here, we have our seasonality chart, which is really cool. You can see the all-time average, the last 5-year average, and the current year average for how well or how poorly the commodity, indice, or currency pair in this case is doing. So right now we are in the month of June, of course, and so if we scroll and hover over this, we can see that the current year average is pretty good at a 2.71. Last 5-year average 0.44, and the all-time at just a 0.09. But historically, year over year, it looks like it's kind of stays around the same, doesn't make too much of a jump. But then going on later on in the year, it starts to make a climb before dipping back down towards the beginning of the new year. So that's that. Again, remember that a plus or a negative tells you that the market is trending up or trending down respectively. Now let's take a look at economic data. For economic data, we're looking at a couple different things. We have GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rate divergence. So, GDP growth, score of a 1, inflation, -1, unemployment, -1, and interest rate divergent 1 as well. And again, we can go a little more in depth by looking in this area right here. So for the euro, GDP growth is at 8.6%, which is up. Inflation, 8.1%, which is about the same. The yen at a -1%, which is actually up. And inflation at 2.5%, which again hasn't changed. Euro, unemployment, 6.8%, interest rate, 0. And the yen, unemployment, 2.5%, and interest rate, -0.1%. Then lastly, we can look at the daily price chart, which shows you the price over a couple weeks span. We have the price today, average last 14 days, average last 7 days, and average last 4 days. So you can take a look at that here on Friday, June 24th. That's what we're looking at here. But let's go ahead and take a look at our number one sell.
If you're an aspiring technical analysis trader, we have a special gift for you. Right now, we're handing out copies of our technical analysis course 100% free. In the comment section below, you'll see a link to one of our team's Telegram chats. If you send us the message Technical Analysis Course, we'll send you a copy totally free. This is a special thanks for supporting our content. Now back to the video.
So if we go back to score chart summary and we scroll down a little bit, and feel free to pause the video, guys, if you want to take a look at this chart here so you can kind of see what we're looking at. I'll bring it up for you. Again, here are all our different categories, if you will, that we score each of these assets by. And again, if you want to pause the video and take a look for today, this is what we have everything listed at today. And our number one sell is going to be GBP USD. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. Here we go. Okay, GBP USD, strong sell, -7. That is a low score. So we're going to go back through and look at all the same categories. So again, score -7. You can also see that here. Institutional data or COT data we have here, -2. Scroll down, we can look at this. The dollar is at a 86% long, 14% short. The pound, 23.61, let's call it 24% long, and a 76% short. Now, retail sentiment, we have scored at a -1, and you can see here, 69% long, 31% short. Seasonality, -1. So historically, in the month of June, not done as well. Current year average, -0.02. Last 5-year average, -0.01. All-time average, -0.01. So, historically, doesn't change quite too much. Going towards the later part of the year, the later months of the year, it does tend to trend upward a little bit. But earlier this year, you can see, man, in the month of April, it shot down hard. March and April, it went down pretty far, but has come up a little bit since then. And historically, continues to rise. So that's something to look out for. The trend reading, again, tells us respectively how the market is doing, whether it's going up or down. So -1, slightly moving down at the moment. And let's look at the economic data, GDP growth, inflation, unemployment, and interest rate divergence. Once again, we have our scores here of 1 and -1 across the board. And again, here we can look and get a little more in depth into what we're looking at. So the pound GDP growth is at 0.8%, inflation 9.1%, US dollar -1.5%, inflation 8.6%, unemployment 3.8 for the pound, US dollar unemployment 3.6, and interest rates here 1.25% and 1.75%. So, and again, here we can look at the daily price chart and see, let's look at June 24th right there. We'll zoom in on this for you. And that would be the pound dollar pair for y'all. So I'm going to go back home, let y'all take a look at this really quickly. The A1 Edge Finder is such a helpful tool, y'all. If you are a long-time trader or looking to get into trading, we highly recommend trying out the software. You know, it's not a moneymaker, guys. It just helps you determine if you want to buy or sell. This doesn't make trades for you, but it will help. Remember, guys, if you want a copy of the A1 Edge Finder yourself, use the link in the description. Use the code A1YT at checkout, and you will get a major discount. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you next time.